everybody.
Who is that cat? Arthur. You're just gonna stare at me? Oh.
I am Walrus. What the hell?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Artie of Artie's Corporate Fiction. Hope you guys are having a good Monday. Hope you guys had a great Easter weekend. And we have some breaking news for you guys tonight. This just came out about an hour ago, and that is the wife of infamous SovCit guru David Strait has been hooked up by the Johnson County deputies, Johnson County Sheriff's Office. I don't know, either the Sheriff's Office or local police over there in Johnson County, Texas, and is being held. I don't have all too much of the details, but I'll try to give you guys a little bit of a rundown of who this individual is, and you know what we might be able to expect. So if I go over here to the main screen, this is actually stemming from 2015, but we're gonna go straight to the mugshot. This is Bonnie Allen Thomas. I don't think she changed her name when she got married to David Strait. She may be David Strait's wife, but that doesn't mean that she's like just tagging along. She is absolutely a guru in her own right. She does talks and speaking engagements just like anybody else, just like David does. She has her own history that we're going to take a look at that kind of led her down this SovCit rabbit hole. The charges, as near as we could tell right now, is that is for carrying a weapon in a prohibited place, which she was hooked up for back in 2016 or 2015. And she's also, yeah, Mandy also says she's a flat earther too, but I haven't seen any of her videos talk about flat earth, but it wouldn't surprise me. And she's also hooked up for illegal burning. We don't exactly know what she burned. The current rumor in the Telegram groups is that she burned the probation warrant that they were hooking her up for in the first place. So she may have caught a second charge as a result of that. Like the way I see it, the way I understand it, is that she was being served by the sheriff's deputies for a probation violation warrant. And in the course of that, she may have burned the actual warrant, maybe in front of the deputies, thereby causing her to catch the illegal burning charge. That's my pure speculation. Do not take my word for that. All I can confirm is that she's currently a guest of the Johnson County jail. So who exactly is she? So this is an interesting article that I think kind of helps paint the picture of who Bonnie Strait is. This is before she allegedly married allegedly married David Strait. A Keene woman arrested Wednesday. This is in October of 2015. A Keene woman arrested Wednesday for allegedly carrying a loaded handgun in the Gwynn Justice Center will continue to be held without bond pending the results of a psychological evaluation. So ordered 18th District Court Judge John Neal on Friday morning. Bonnie Ruth, Alan Pironi, Thomas, 47, was also barred from further contact with her children or her ex-husband, Mark Pironi, at least for now. Well, you're going to have another one, Neal replied after Thomas told him she already had a psych eval. Neal assured Thomas's attorney that the evaluation will be conducted as soon as possible. Neal said he will rule later on motions addressing child support of the couple's children and a request that Mark Pironi's guns be returned to him. Thomas allegedly entered the Justice Center at about 4 p.m. Wednesday carrying a fully loaded pistol in her purse, which caused the courthouse's scanner to sound. Thomas allegedly turned and ran out the door of the courthouse with bailiffs in pursuit, but was apprehended at the bottom of the entrance stairs. Officers arrested Thomas on charges of carrying a weapon into a prohibited place and evading arrest. Thomas and Pironi, who divorced several years ago, remained locked in an ongoing civil trial in the 18th District Court addressing the custody of their children. Neal, in August, ordered both Thomas and Pironi to turn over any firearms they owned to their respective attorneys. Both did so on August 28th, according to affidavits filed by the respective attorneys. Thomas, however, apparently did not turn all of her guns over or secured another gun after August 28th. Court officials on Thursday said it is unclear why Thomas came to the Gwynn on Wednesday, as there was no hearing scheduled in her civil case that day. My belief, and I believe I saw narratives that she allegedly went over there to do research, legal research for her attorney or on her attorney's behalf or something like that. Given that Neal was out of town on Wednesday and Thursday, Johnson County Precinct 1 Justice of the Peace, Ronnie McBroom, ordered her to be held without bond on Wednesday until Neal could address the matter during Friday's hearing. The fact that Thomas allegedly disobeyed the court's order to turn in her firearms raises another possible criminal issue, which Neal said he will address and rule on at a future hearing. The purpose of Friday's hearing, Neal said, was to determine what's in the best interest of the Pironi children in light of the Wednesday incident. Greg Gorman, Pironi's attorney, requested that Neal's September order addressing child support and visitation guidelines be vacated and that Thomas no longer be allowed unsupervised contact with her children. Gorman suggested that supervised visitation by Thomas would be acceptable, but urged Neal to order her evaluated before making any such ruling. Gorman is the husband's attorney. Gorman also requested that Thomas be ordered to pay child support and Pironi be allowed to have his guns back to protect himself and his children should Thomas bond out and pose a threat. Yeah, interesting how, the gender roles are reversed in this one. Am I right? Out of the, prevailing narrative, I should say. Her attorney, Lipe, I'm going to say Lipe, vigorously objected to what he called Gorman's outrageous demands and said the content of the motions would almost be humorous under any other circumstances. There's been no allegations or evidence of Thomas posing any physical threat or harm to her children or even Mr. Pironi. Which Lipe argued is also true of the Wednesday gun charge. To hold her on no bond is highly irregular and improper. There have been no allegations of her posing a threat to this building or anyone in it, no prior history of violence. There's zero indication that she's a threat or danger to anyone or a danger of being a flight risk if released on bond. This happens all the time. Thousands of people at airports claim they don't know or forgot they had a gun. It happened to Barry Switzer when he was coach of the Cowboys. Of course, it's the Cowboys reference in a Texas legal proceeding. Why not? Sure, why not? It's an inadvertent thing that should not be deemed to indicate a danger to society. Neal disagreed. My concern is if this was a situation of she absentmindedly left it in her purse, she was nonetheless ordered a month ago to turn over her guns, and here, just 2 days ago, she's at the courthouse with a gun. So, she was later, I believe, found guilty of the charges after a jury trial. I believe that's the the results of the case. And I'm guessing that what reason why she got a probation warrant was that as a result of her conviction for this gun charge. So I'm going to be following this absolutely. The David Lester Strait Telegram groups are losing their damned minds. Like, it's kind of nuts. They're saying that the reported bail is a mark of the devil. That it was a SWAT team that allegedly arrested her, which I highly doubt. So it's going to be interesting. Anyway, that's the big news of today. Honestly, the gurus need to be stopped. I've been getting, ever since I've been a part of the channel, I keep seeing them sell tickets to their seminars at $150 to $200 to $300 a pop. I think I saw something pretty outrageous, but I'm not going to say the number out loud because I can't recall. But it was pretty ridiculously high. Like, they sell their seminars and everything, and Bonnie's right in it. She's not some innocent actor here, like just being tagged along by her husband. She does her own seminars. She does her own speaking engagements. So she's completely in on it with her husband. But I'll keep you guys up to speed on that in case we get more information. Another bit of news I'm unable to provide you is an update on the latest records request. I put in with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. I have not received an update from them as to whether an estimate for the latest body cam. Of course, when I get that, I will absolutely let you guys know. So the remaining what I got remaining today is a couple of videos. This one is the raw footage of from Van Balian. This was so Van Balian just uploaded a video either today or yesterday that I haven't seen, apparently involving a man at a VA hospital with a firearm. I have not received any contact from Mr. De Castro as of yet, at least the real one.
How are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well.
We have a patient that was unruly earlier this morning. We called one of you guys earlier and he calmed down a little bit.
Okay.
But one of the patients that saw the altercation noticed that I guess he went to his car or either saw a firearm on him.
Okay.
He's in the back dilating right now because I was told of this after he had gone back.
Okay.
So he's back there. Dr. Tierney saw him. So.
Okay. All right. Well, if you say he's got a gun, I'm gonna wait for my partner to get out here, and we'll go back there and we'll see what. Make sure it's.
So he's probably better off in the back because there's fewer people back
Yeah,
there.
it's fine back there.
Whoever had
I have not heard of that subreddit. No.
to call that patient to the room, and then he would be by himself.
Okay.
Because I think there's one person back there.
Can you pretend to
Welcome everybody.
the other patient?
I don't know the name. I'll find out.
Okay, just
Please hit that like button. If you haven't already, it really helps the channel. Thank you guys.
So I'm just trying to. I don't because it.
This is from Bama Mike.
If he's got a gun, I really don't want that.
I understand that.
What the? You get just not hide and seek.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I want to watch. I don't want to come into a room and close the door.
Okay.
right? I want to know what you guys want. I don't mean to be rude, but if there's gunplay involved, like, I don't want to get ambushed,
Yeah, that's
right? So I just want to know what you guys want me to do. You're already treating him, so what is it that you want the sheriff's office to do?
pretty much. Let me ask her. Dr. Howard, do you want him removed? Definitely removed.
He wants him removed.
Yeah.
Okay.
If there is a weapon on him.
There is a weapon on him.
What if he's got a permit
Oh no, it's still a felony to have one on the premises.
on the VA? Is VA coming?
There they
Oh,
are.
there. Hey, Gary.
So we get a call, armed subject with a gun. They don't tell us what kind of gun. What
He's in a room. He just got dilated.
And then he goes back to.
And apparently you can't have a gun. I don't know much about. I'm ashamed. I don't know much about concealed weapons laws. I really don't. On this stuff.
Well, I always seen that they have no firearms in this.
Yeah.
Another patient who saw him have like an arm, like a firearm.
Out here.
Yes.
Where is that person? He's by himself. No, where's the witness that brought the gun?
The witness, the patient's probably gone by now.
Where's the guy with the gun?
He's in the back.
Which room?
In the smoking area.
In the what?
Hey, Joshua.
He just dilated, so I don't know what to do. Hey, man.
Hey, buddy. Tell me you don't have a weapon on you.
What?
You have a weapon on you?
Why are you asking?
Because somebody saw you with a .45 caliber handgun.
Well, they're wrong.
You mind clearing that out of our mindset and showing us you don't have one
I have a 380.
on you now?
Yeah.
Okay. You're in a federal building, right?
Well, I've had my life threatened a couple of times, and I've
Right,
been
that's-
assaulted.
I understand,
So,
and I agree, and I'm totally for your Second Amendment rights, but when you're seen at a vet center or you're on federal property, you know as a vet, you can't have a weapon on federal property. Okay, where is it at?
It's on my person.
You mind standing up and letting us retrieve it?
Please do me a favor. Please don't act like you're.
What happened if I take it out and put it?
I would rather you did not, because that.
Rather you stand up, put your hands on the window, okay, and let us, and tell us where it's at.
I'm just gonna hand it.
No,
No, don't do that.
I will kill you. You understand? Watch out, Gary.
Get back.
Put that gun down.
I am.
Put it down. Just put
Put
it
the
down.
gun down. Jesus Christ.
Get up.
There it is.
No, we're not going to retrieve it. You're going to get up and do what we say.
I'm not getting on my knees, I'm not getting on the ground or nothing like that. You want it?
Stop.
There it is.
Stop reaching for it.
I'm not
Gary?
reaching for anything.
Gary.
Yeah.
He's gonna. If you don't get on the ground, I'm gonna tase
I'm
you.
not getting on the ground.
I'm gonna tase
Hey,
you if you
Nathan.
don't. Stand
Go
up.
ahead, and you're getting arrested.
I will not get arrested. I promise you, I will not.
Sue your ass.
Maybe. Get up. Get away from the gun and lay down on your face.
I am not laying
Get up.
down on the fucking ground.
Look,
You
sir,
want
we're
to
trying
come and
to.
get it.
Hey, we're trying to de-escalate things, but I need you to comply with it.
I'm not
Okay.
getting on the ground. I've
Okay.
got too much arthritis to be
Listen
climbing
to
on
me.
the ground
Hey,
like
listen
a
to
kid.
me. Can you listen to me for a second so we can de-escalate this? We can get our hands off.
There it is, right
All right.
there.
We're not going to reach her because you're way near us.
It's a very
So
confined
this is what I
space.
need you to do. I need you to get up.
I'm not sure yet. There's 3 of us here.
I'm staying right where I'm at. You want that gun, you come and get it. I'm staying right here. I'm not moving. I'm not getting on the ground. I'm not crawling around like a kid. So you want to escalate? You escalate. I'm
Get
sitting
up.
here. I'm
Please
not getting
get
up,
up.
and I'm not going anywhere. There's the gun.
All right, so they probably have the other officer who's talking with his lethal out, so they switched to, so this guy switched to less lethal. I do know he gets tased. It's just, let's see what happens.
I'm not reaching for it. You take it.
I think it will.
So there's the firearm at the bottom there. Oh, you guys, I don't know if you guys could, if I was blocking it, but it's right.
Warned you,
Well,
Gary.
no, you guys can see
The
it.
facility.
Will you stand up
No,
and go
I'm
towards
not.
the window?
No, I'm
Do
not.
you understand
there
how
it is,
close
right there. You want it? Get it.
We're not going to
Take
risk
it.
our lives for you to reach
Take
for the
it.
gun as soon as we come
You're
on.
not risking your life. I'm not reaching for it.
Okay. Let me ask you. We're going to ask
I'm
you one
not
more
doing
time.
anything but
Are you
sitting
going to
here.
comply?
So if you want the gun, you come over and take it.
Are you gonna
I'm not
comply?
doing
You're gonna
anything.
get taken.
I am not doing anything aggressive towards
Stand up.
people.
It's your last
If
warning.
you keep-
It's the last time I'm
keep
going to
it
tell
up.
you.
Keep it up.
That's the last time I'm going to
Keep
tell you.
escalating. Keep escalating.
Gary, you
There
ready?
will be a lawsuit with all three of you.
Are you ready, Gary?
I'm ready.
Stand up. Last warning.
I am
Gary.
not.
Is everybody named Gary? Oh!
Why?
You need to stop.
Why? You're not
Gary.
doing anything.
Here.
Order. That's
I'm
why.
not.
Get up.
off
Get up.
me.
Get up. Watch out, Louis. Get up. Get up. Get on the f***ing ground.
Stop. Hey,
Hit him again.
Stop. Come here. Stop. Hey, stop.
Reload.
I'm not doing anything.
Disengage, Louis. Disengage.
I'm not
Disengage.
doing anything.
If you don't get up, I'm going to tase you again. Get
not
up.
doing
Get up.
anything.
Put your hands behind your back.
Oh no! Oh no!
What the f*** are you doing, man? What is your problem?
Put your hands behind your back.
Oh, okay, mother. You got it. Okay.
Hey, stop.
Oh, I saw one of the probes. Oh, I saw one of the probes.
Yeah, we're fighting a little bit. Just got
What are you
tased.
fucking doing?
Stand by.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing
You
this?
didn't comply to a lawful order, that's why.
I don't have to comply with
Yes, you do. Especially
Get
when
the
you're
fuck
armed,
off of me.
okay? You were an armed subject in this
Oh.
federal
What?
building. In a federal building.
Yeah, so? And I pay your
All right, what 10, 15,
salary.
one tase.
I pay your salary.
So do I.
What?
I said, so do I.
So do you what?
Pay my own tax.
Everything cleared, I just remembered that. Just be careful, it's an old relic.
What's the freaking... Right here. I got it. Here you go, Gary. You want to take this or what?
I can't. I mean,
You can't?
Do you have anything that's going to hurt me sick?
I can,
Hey,
Well, I mean, I don't mind that.
yeah, I mean, I can transfer the PC to you, it's him being in a federal building, so y'all can act on it at the state level.
You won't make the arrest on the federal side?
I could, yeah. Let me run it by my supervisor. I have no issue with it.
Now, you tell me.
At all. I gotta make a phone call. Us making an arrest is like the,
Yeah, I know. I used to do it in DES.
yeah. Let me help you get out.
Violating my constitutional rights,
Just leave him on the ground, Louis. Just leave him there.
Now what? Now what? You gonna drag me the f*** around?
Nope.
Okay. What the f*** are you doing?
I'm
Michael
searching
one.
for more weapons.
I told you what I had, asshole.
And we're 10-4. You can clear the channel as long as 528s are out.
And you mother that laser, what's your name?
Devinny.
What?
where's Shaq?
What's your badge
Vinny.
number?
Yeah, it is concurrent jurisdiction.
This guy's been tased.
What's your badge number?
346.
Alright, we're gonna get
I
it.
need a supervisor here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're in trouble, mother.
No, I'm really not.
Now what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna stand you up and sit you in this chair right here. Hold on, Louis.
I'm sitting in the chair to start with, man.
Sit down.
You keep manhandling him, mother.
Yeah, and I am because it's my job.
Yeah?
I'll tase you again if you don't
I'm
stop.
not doing anything wrong, you f***ing asshole.
Stop.
Stop, what are you doing? Why are you guys escalating this shit? Huh?
Are you not comprehending what's happening here?
What are you mean talking about? I have a constitutional right to sit here and not have to comply with you.
No, you don't.
Yes, it is not the law that says that I have to do what you said. You have a word for me?
Hey, get
Up until right this moment, I was actually not really going to peg him as a SovCit, just kind of an ass. You know, with a chip on his shoulder, right up until that part. these last 10 seconds.
Gary, come stand here.
You
Let me
got a
call the boss
warrant
real
for
fast.
me?
I got a supervisor around.
That's fine.
You got a warrant for me?
Yep.
Where? Show me.
You just
Show me a fucking warrant.
by being armed in a federal building.
Oh,
Not compliant.
that's twice you tased me, you asshole.
I know.
I did. I gave you my f***ing gun.
No. We're gonna go to jail.
I told you. I'm not.
We're just trying to figure out who's doing it because it's apparently a felony
medical issue.
to bring a firearm into a federal facility. I got Gary Boothby here with me from the VA.
With breathing.
So
But you have to escalate it.
it is on VA's property.
You just had to do something.
Tell him I've got a
You just had to show your f***ing power, man.
He is asking his supervisor. I know from DEA there's a process with an actual arrest in federal court because you have to do a criminal complaint and then you have to do first appearance. And we don't have the judges for it here in Gainesville, so he's trying to make a ruling. So he's going to try to have us do a hold, and then he will have to do an indictment probably.
I'll sit here just
But-
like how I am now. And you guys fucking escalate this bullshit.
Do I have any other weapons, right?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. But just to get you up to speed about why we did what we did, he wouldn't stand up. He almost got shot. Okay, let's review my video. He pulled his fucking gun out, and then he put it down in the seat beside him, wouldn't stand up, so the decision was made to tase him because we were within probably 15 feet. And then it didn't have the wanted effect because he's wearing a jacket. So then we hit him again up front, and then held him under power. You got him under on the ground handcuffed.
Then he shoots me in the balls. After complying for the weapon. You asked me for the weapon, I gave it to you.
You didn't give them the
Still
weapon.
working on that.
You said you have a weapon, we need to have it. Okay, I gave it to you. I set it down
He
on
says-
the chair, and you all you have to do is walk over and take it.
Yes, he
and
says
that's
that it's a
all
felony.
that would have happened. Nothing. No taser, no...
Yeah, I have no idea.
No,
Yeah,
Okay, we get
So
here.
why the you guys got
that's what Gary says. I don't know federal law. It's his property.
You did it. You did. What's your name? You did escalate.
All right.
Hey, what's your name? Let's start with that.
Okay.
That's America. That's America working, man. Three of you guys tasing somebody.
One in his shoulder, one in the leg. The one in his shoulder has the leather, so it didn't the effect. And then second one is in the chest and then down in the leg. Where else did the darts hit you?
Down in the leg, huh? Come on, man. Come on. You got him in the groin. You got him in the groin. Dingbat, thank you. See you talk about Strait. I was in their chat for a while, and I guess there was talk that Chase Allen's mother went to this conference in Utah, which was streamed. It is in YouTube. Oh yeah, of course. I know Chase Allen's mom was a David Strait adherent.
Yeah.
Do what?
Where else did you get hit at with the darts?
You're the one that was aiming it. Don't you know where you hit me?
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Stand up for a second. Thank you. Just
There's-
stay still there.
Oh really?
Stay still. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
I could have sworn he got him right in the family jewels.
I'm trying to think if it bounced, I want to know where it's at.
Yeah.
I didn't shoot you in the balls.
What?
Turn
You shot
around.
me in the fucking balls.
Okay.
You trying to tell me you didn't?
Relax. Where's the
No updates on that. 98.
the front jacket? One out of the front shirt. I dropped them on the ground, so you want to also look on the. Yeah, I dumped one reloaded back there where Ty was, but
Underneath the chair.
okay. So grab that, and then.
There's 2 SIDs underneath there.
Okay.
There's a door.
All right.
That is right there, but
Yeah, I see it. All right, just pick those up, and actually, before you do that, put your gloves on. Okay.
You have anything else on you besides what we took off of you?
Let me get Jeff stand by. I'm gonna get an overall. The other one hit him down here somewhere.
In the balls.
I don't think I can. I don't think I should get that. Unless Corey wants to come out here. Oh, he's coming. No.
Yeah.
Well, don't see
All right, let's
Greg
have a seat
Potter
for
used to
me,
be a
please.
trooper.
Mhm.
He's on his way.
All right.
What?
Let's.
He seems to think that y'all can put the federal statute on a state minimum.
Even from DEA, we would do a federal hold.
Yeah, that's all we wanted to do, brother.
Yeah,
Come to the DA and mess with you
that's
today.
exactly what you did. There was no reason for you to tase me twice, mother.
Oh.
I got no opinion on that, Thea.
I'm sorry.
Good enough the first time.
I'm sorry you
had
feel
to
that
do it
way.
twice.
I'm glad you're still breathing.
Oh, you shit. You ain't glad as shit.
Yeah,
You ain't
I really am.
glad of it. I'm glad that you couldn't beat the shit
Did
out
you
of
see
the
a
And I'm gonna want that gun back.
can see weapons permit in here? I know. I just that they're gonna ask.
Oh, yeah.
They're already gonna ask. I
A
know.
deputy marshal.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh no! Oh no!
Environmental marshal, I don't know.
I think he's
And-
look.
Fake ID, like pretend IDs.
You know what the
I think
environmental
he's
board is.
Oh God! Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Darn it! Oh. So basically, like, when somebody asks for ID, he just gives them a card with a Sharpie of ID on it and call it a day.
Hey, what's up? I've been doing this 20 years. I never heard of that.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Is that his first one of that?
That's his phone.
I guess I'm not gonna get my eyes examined. I waited 4 months for this appointment. I appreciate it, asshole.
I do.
Oh, really? Wow, really, Griggsy? Wait, you have an autographed Motor One badge? Wow.
Do you have any idea on you at all? Do you have a Florida driver's license?
Oh, fucking
Doesn't have. He has 0 ID in there.
Awesome.
I don't drive commercially. And you probably don't know that yourself.
I'll think about it, Griggsy.
Can you tell me your name?
Aw, sorry, Nathan.
I can
It's on what?
to, but I don't want to.
Well, I mean, I can book you under John Doe. Either way, it doesn't really matter for
I don't
me.
give a shit how you do it.
Just leave it in there long as
Matching.
you book under John Doe. We can get your information, we can get this done quicker.
What's your date of birth, Hugh?
Reason for this to start out with.
Actually, let me go find. I'll get it from them. Can they check?
With you
I'll get it from them.
With that, did that say?
What's your date of birth, Hugh?
Reason for this to start out with.
Actually, let me go find.
Did that car say humongous on it? It looked like a humongous to me.
I'll get it from them. Can they check concealed weapons permit through social?
You asked for my gun, I gave it
He's
to
coming
you.
back with it.
And you then tased an
pretty sure.
He had those on him too.
veteran.
He had the handcuffs on him.
Just to have, just to do it.
No, those are his, he had all that at one time.
Yeah.
It's like no ID on him at all.
That's a good point,
Got
Deacon.
papers with ID written on it.
I have a question for you. Do you consider yourself a sovereign citizen?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Wow, he just straight up admits it.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Oh. Now what?
I was just curious.
Oh wow,
man.
24th
Yeah,
Street. I
right.
think the
You
county
know
just fell
what that
apart.
means?
Resisting without statewide.
What, who resisted? You did. I didn't resist.
Failed to comply?
I didn't resist. That's bullshit. That is bullshit. There is no law that says failure to comply. There is no law.
And that's it. Well, I tried to give him the benefit by just saying he was just an arrogant tool, but hey, self-described. All right, so this next one is shout out to Team Skeptic for finding this and putting the links in the description. So shout out to Team Skeptic for this one. Apparently a SovCit as a court hearing, and apparently the judge ain't got time for his mess, so I appreciate it. So it's something I could definitely use. I'm not in a good mood, so I could use a judge putting a Sov in their place for sure.
In regards to the right to travel under the 14th Amendment, stating that citizens do not need a permit to travel with a horse-drawn carriage, wagon.
Oh my God! Wait, did I go too far ahead? I did.
And there was much rejoicing.
So you'll have 12 months in which to pay the $500.
Hey, Jennifer, thank you for the gifted membership.
Plus course. So you're doing here, but on the court, right. I thought, Bonnie, did you have an announcement for Daily?
Hey, Brad.
No,
I'm
to Mr. Daly yet. I've spoken to Travis Johnson.
All right.
Johnson. Okay. Did you have an announcement for Johnson?
Yes, Your Honor. He's going to plead no.
Okay. All right, Mr. Resto. So Mr. Resto, you have two cases. You have case number. You hear me?
Yes,
okay.
I hear you.
So you're before the court on 2019 CR 04954 for driving on a suspended or revoked license, no license, failure to display license, failure to have license on person. I'm not sure, it cuts off, and no tag or expired or invalid tag. So that's on the first case. On the case from 2020 03114, you have a suspended or revoked license. You're represented by Lister and Holt on one of the cases, but not on the other. Did you want Lister and Holt to?
So there was no license on hand, no license plate, no updated tags, and also driving on a suspended license. So typical right to travel.
Represent you, or did you want to represent yourself?
I represent myself.
On both cases?
Yes, ma'am. I have a quick question as far as locker term when it comes to driver's license.
Okay.
Okay, you're only allowed to have one driver's license, and I have an Alabama driver's license. So when I get pulled over, I actually showed them my Alabama driver's license, and it's current. It's the most current, and so they make a determination if they should go off the Georgia driver's license or the Alabama driver's license. And when I present the Alabama driver's license, they let me go because my Alabama license is valid. And you're only allowed to have one. And I had Alabama license first. So my
I believe
Georgia
this sounds like
license,
a not guilty.
Okay. So, Mr. Resto.
So I appreciate Tess Taylor. So I appreciate Taz Taylor jumping in there. He's trying to argue his case when all she was asking for was he guilty or not guilty. It sounds like this is a potential defense that he's doing, that hey, I actually have a valid license from this state. I mean, maybe, but so far not exactly a right to travel argument, but I'm sure we'll get there.
What Mr. Taylor is saying is this is something that you could prove at trial. If you present that information at trial, then that means you want to go to trial instead of taking a plea. I don't know what the recommendation is, and I don't know.
Well, the recommendation was, I think I've been dealing with this case for an awful long time now, so
yeah.
I don't really want to go to trial. I just want to get it behind me. But I think that I remember the recommendation quite clear. they offer me 40 hours of community service. Is that still on the table?
Okay.
Okay, who is this Taz Taylor? Why is he doing a villain laugh?
No, Mr. Resto, it's more than that. So let me explain why it's more than that. Because you have two driving on a suspended license charges. So if you have a NOLO available to you, the basic fine for driving on suspended or revoked license.
Hey, what's up, Irish?
Explain what the recommendation might be based on. So the basic fines and fees for driving on a suspended license is the first time in 5 years. If you get one, then you can enter a NOLO plea if you have a NOLO plea eligible to you.
Okay.
And then the fine is $500.
Gotcha.
But if you get a second one, the fine goes to $1,000. A third one, the fine goes to $1,500 and 10 days mandatory jail time.
Damn.
So the fines go up by, I think, $500 every time you get one within a 5-year period. Now, I may be wrong. Mr. Taylor can correct me because it's hard to keep all of these statutes in my head. But you have a second one, which means that you might be able to enter a NOLO to the first one, but then the second one is outstanding. So when you took a plea to the second one, that would definitely suspend your license. So that's what's on the table is so when Mr. Taylor says it'd probably be better for you to go to trial because you would have to prove those things like that, having a valid Alabama license and not being under suspension. Those are things that you can prove at trial, which having back-to-back driver's license suspension charges, if you plead to them, at least one of them is going to suspend your license.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And the fines are hefty. So you would get a plea on the first one, and that's a $500 fine, which is $737.50. But the next one is going to be $1,000 in addition to that, and that's $1,420. So we're looking at almost $2,000. $2,200.
Your Honor, is Mr. Resto represented on the particular case that we're referring to?
Well, I don't
address
know
him directly if he's represented because this is a serious matter.
I get you. So that's why I'm saying, Mr. Resto, you have representation. I can allow you to be represented on both cases, and they can help you work this out. But understand
well,
that
I was already represented by Lister and Holt, and we kind of been going back and forth with the district attorney's office for a while, and they've been giving me recommendations, and I still didn't take it, but they've been giving me recommendations. I don't know what's changed, but it definitely wasn't $2,000.
Talk to your attorney and let them tell you what the recommendation they have on the table, okay? Because the recommendation, if you're represented, even if you're only represented on one case, the rec is probably going to come to your attorney.
Okay, now, if I enter like an oral motion of dismissal based on constitutional grounds,
oh no,
are you standing on your constitutional?
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we.
Okay,
No,
I'm not sure what that is. So
no. Oh no.
I have taken an oath to uphold the Constitution and to make sure that I treat people as the law would direct me to do so. So
okay. Well, I asked this question previously when I was in your courtroom one day in regards to the right to travel under the 14th.
Okay, I appreciate the judge. She knows what's up. She knows what's about to happen with that face and that expression.
Amendment stating that citizens do not need a permit to travel with a horse-drawn carriage, wagon.
She's already done.
Without interference by police, and I was on a public highway actually when I got pulled over.
Okay, so that's not actually in the Constitution.
And I don't believe automobiles were around when the 14th Amendment was ratified.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mr. Taylor.
I just wanted to point out to the court that automobiles hadn't been invented when the 14th Amendment was ratified. That
it says automobile, horse, drawn wagon, or carriage.
Okay,
so an automobile is not necessarily a car if it's a household good. It's just a form of transportation. It doesn't matter if it's an automobile, horse, drawn wagon, or carriage, because it's still a form of transportation, and citizens have the right to travel without interference by police. So I don't even know how the police are even allowed to interfere with travel when I'm not using my vehicle for commerce.
There it is.
Your Honor,
it's
Hold on,
a
Mr.
totally
Taylor.
private household good.
Okay, so Mr. Resto, if somebody drove 100 miles an hour into the back of your vehicle and killed your a family member, would you want the police to interfere?
That's a murder. I mean, that's if someone got killed.
But they're traveling. You can't interfere with somebody traveling.
No, I mean you can't. It's stating that a police just can't interfere with your traveling, like pulling you over for a traffic violation or, a tag.
But you want them to interfere if somebody.
Now, if you murder somebody because of sovereign.
Okay, say you don't murder them. Say you just hurt them. Say you just damaged the vehicle. You don't want the police to interfere.
No, that's when it almost becomes like an accident or a crime or whatnot. So the police can.
So here she's going to try and make the distinction. Oh, but when it's loss, injury, or harm, that's when it's okay. The judge should say, what the judge should ask him to catch him on is that, okay, what if I was driving 100 miles an hour on the wrong side of the road, on the side that's that into the middle of into oncoming traffic? Should the police intervene there, even if he apparently is skilled enough to avoid hitting all of the oncoming traffic?
That's not really an interference. An interference with your traveling, not an interference when two citizens engage in an accident. It's interfering with you just traveling, simply traveling. Now, police officers, as far as public servants, they have a duty to serve to the people. So if a car accident occurs, then of course public servants, as far as ambulance, as far as firemen, they will come to the scene just as a service.
Ambulance
interfere in my traveling is actually a violation of the Constitution.
Well, sir, the Constitution and the cases that have come out of the constitutional jurisprudence allow cities and states and municipal organizations to regulate travel for the benefit of the citizens. So they can put reasonable regulations on travel, meaning they can you can have a license. They can grant you the privilege of having a license to drive. They can regulate how your license is seen. If you don't have a license, or if your license is suspended, they can intervene to take your license away or your privilege to drive away. It is a crime. You can be convicted of not driving under a proper license. So the government is allowed to intervene in a lot of ways with people traveling. So I'm not sure where this information comes from, but there's a lot of stuff on the internet about traveling and the 14th Amendment and horse and buggies and even maritime law.
Automobile was actually created before driver's license was.
She dropped the maritime law.
So people was actually their case pamphlets where people was actually operating vehicles.
Yeah.
A driver's license.
Well, yeah, you're right. That at that time, at the very early stages of when automobiles were available for the public, yeah, there wasn't any licensing. But then, the folks started getting reckless and little out of control. And then the state's like, you guys are a little out of control, so now we gotta make sure that, if you're going to be on the road, you gotta have a demonstration of a minimum level of competency.
Ever became. That's actually, you guys are actually a conflict of interest, actually, as far as you being in cahoots with the DMV.
Cahoots? She's in cahoots.
Okay, so Mr. Resto, do you want to resolve the case, because it's not?
I want to resolve the
40
case.
Hours
I disagree with the fine amount, because it changed. I would pay I would make an offer like I can do $1,000, maybe 12-month probation.
Mr.
But $2,000, that's excessive.
Mr. Resto, we're not negotiating.
Yeah, now he's not negotiating.
Written into the law. I can't even change them.
Ooh.
Can I make a counter offer to the state?
She just said that they're non-negotiable. So why are you trying to make a counter offer?
Say it's $1,000. Can that be?
No,
because I did do
sir.
time in jail. If the state would see that
Well,
and count.
That's why I'm saying that you may want to speak with an attorney, because certain things that they can negotiate, I can't change the statute. I can't change what's written in it, but they can negotiate. And if the solicitor wants to give you credit for time in jail in lieu of the fine, those are things that they can do that I can't do.
Yeah. So I would ask to the district attorney, knowing that I did serve some days in jail, can you guys lower the fine and I just go ahead and end this case right now? I can do 1,000. I got $1,000 right now.
Mr. Resto, so that's a conversation that you need to have with them directly without me being present, number one. Number two, the reason I keep saying you might want to go through your attorney is because they can explain to you what is already on the table and how that may or may not change, okay?
What's on the table now, man?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I would rather you have that conversation in a breakout room with
I have seen that, Sean.
your case and with the state, as opposed to here in the main room. One, because
she's a
cases that need to be addressed.
Long Island audit stan.
That's not information I need to hear.
Okay, is it anything I can do to get this case resolved now? Because it's been lingering on.
I'm telling you what to do, but you're not listening, Mr. Reston.
She's not.
Mr. Resto,
I mean, today, I want to resolve this today.
I get that you want to resolve it today, and I'm telling you what to do, but you're not listening to me. I said you can go into a breakout room with your attorney, and the attorney and you can discuss what's already on the table. And then if your attorney wishes to speak with the state to clarify anything, they can do that too. But you're not going to get it resolved by going back and forth with me, because there's stuff I cannot do.
Okay. Just tell the state that I'll take their recommendation. I'll just pay the $2,000 if they can give me 12 months to pay it off. And if I pay it off early.
Okay, but he's not listening. He's not listening. That's what she just said. You could go to a breakout room to talk about this. Not here.
My probation would be terminated.
Oh my God, I'm with you, Judge. I'm as frustrated as you are.
Breakout room with Mr. Taylor, and I'm going to let you and Mr. Taylor and Mr. Kamani. I'm going to put Mr. Kamani in there because he represents you on one of the cases. So that way he can explain, or if anything Mr. Taylor says doesn't make sense to you, Mr. Kamani can explain it.
I'll take the recommendation you state as far as, 2,000.
I didn't state a recommendation is what I'm telling you. I explained what the law says. That was not a recommendation.
Okay.
I just know that it wasn't what you said, because there's a certain minimum in the statute, and that's what I was explaining to you.
Okay. I just want you to time me now. I'm tired of fighting.
Room.
I got you. Yes, Mr. Taylor.
I got you.
Before we go to the breakout room, can we address Mr. Ware's case, because that will be resolved quickly and allow him to?
Yes, Mr. Taylor. Go ahead. For Mr. Elijah Ware. Mr. Taylor, Wesley Taylor. All right.
So I think that's another case.
So Mr. Ware, where are you, sir? There you are.
Mr.
All right, so we're gonna move through the other.
Did he sleep over and spend?
Yeah, the next date. This is on the next one. Shoot, hit the wrong button. Uh-oh. Crap. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. There we go.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Resto?
Is that him, Judge?
Yeah, I believe so. Hold on, Mr.
Okay.
Resto. Let me get Mr. Kamani to Mr. Navarette, and then I'll come back to you, okay? All right, so Mr. Kamani and Mr. Navarette, I'll put you in breakout room number 1. Mr. Resto, it's my understanding that you and Mr. Castaneda parted ways with respect to him representing you. Can you hear me, sir?
Nope.
Am I frozen again?
Nope. Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
No.
Yeah, I hear you, Mr. Resto. I think I was frozen for a moment. So it's my understanding that you and Mr. Castaneda have parted ways with respect to your case.
Yeah. Did he file a motion to withdraw?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you want to go forward without an
Why'd you laugh
attorney
like that?
representing yourself?
Yeah, it seems like the attorneys that the state appoints me, they have a very hard time of like listening to their clients, like what they have to say. Like,
it's probably because they don't want to listen to your SovCit mess.
I had a conversation with him for like maybe 5 minutes, and he was very like wanted to do what he wanted to do. He didn't want to hear what I had, or he was just telling me like I was raising concerns about the state came off of my bond, and I was trying to figure out why they came off my bond when I showed up for court. I gave him no reason to come off my bond, and he said,
so when you say come off your bond, the bonding company has to do that, not the state. So I'm not sure. Like,
well, they filed a motion to come off my bond. That's what he stated.
Okay, is that Free at Last or Atlanta Clayton bonding?
No, not Free at Last. It was.
I have that you.
He stated that the state filed a motion with your court, stating that they wanted to come off my bond to where, basically, I would have warrant on me.
Okay, Miss John VA, do you have any outstanding bench warrants for Mr. Resto? I don't recall signing any, but I may have.
Did the state file any motions in regards to that?
No.
Okay, I did. So just Your Honor, I didn't know that he was back. I'd already given the file to my assistant. She said she had just sent off the bench warrant to you as well, I think. So
I didn't think.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, Mr. Resto, you're here. So I haven't signed anything yet.
Okay. Does the state have any intentions on trying to come off my bond?
No. So, sir, they don't come off your bond unless you fail to appear. My understanding is you had a medical excuse for being late today. So you contacted Ms. Val.
I'm actually still at the hospital. I just had a minor surgery.
Okay. So Ms. Val has allowed you to come on to the call today because she knew that you had a medical issue. So we can deal with your case today, or we can give you a continuance until December 6th, but nobody's coming off the bond and the bench warrant will not be signed.
Okay. I want to handle this today. It's kind of been lingering over my head for some years now. I'm really tired of it. And but I hear that the state is trying to like give me like 10 days in jail, and that would like absolutely ruin my business, my life.
So
I have a 2-year-old son, and I'm a single father.
But listen to me carefully. So here's the thing about at least one of the charges that you have on both cases, which is the driving on suspended or revoked license. That's what we call a statutory charge, which means that the penalty is set in the law. So the state can't really deviate from that. So if it asks for 10 days, then it's mandatory. And you got 2 of those charges, which is why I keep giving you counsel, because they know how to explain it and they know what to request for the best effect in your case. The only thing I can tell you is that with you having a driving on a suspended or revoked license on the case the 2019 case, and
Hey,
then
I
another
see you,
one on
Alex.
the
What's up?
2020 case, then what's going to happen, generally, what I've seen happen in the past, not particularly with you, is that if you plead a nolo to one case, you still have to plead a guilty to the other. That'll still be a second in 5 years or more if you have other driving on suspended or revoked
Hey,
license.
facts or fraud.
And the statute is set. So the first time is, I believe, 12 months to serve 48 hours, a $500 fine. They can give you credit for time served or suspend the service of the 48 hours if they wish to. The second time is 12 months to serve 10 days. Then
Yeah, see, what she's trying to tell him is that you don't necessarily need to serve all 10 days consecutively. And she's trying to tell him that if she had counsel on, they could probably be able to negotiate a way of being able to set those 10 days at convenient points in time so that it won't disrupt him from his business or whatever he needs to do. I think that's what she's trying to tell him, but it's not getting through to him. Nolo contendere. Yeah. Basically, I reject the charges, but I'm not gonna fight for it. Alex, what'd you say, man? You gotta put the baby to bed? Naturally. Always.
And a $1,000 fine. The third time is 12 months, 10 days mandatory. So you have to spend the 10 days in jail, and then a $1,500 fine. And the fourth time is a felony. So have I explained it properly?
Yeah, but see, Judge, in my situation is okay. I got the documentation from the Alabama motor vehicle department. See,
Okay.
I'm actually an Alabama citizen.
Hold
and
on,
I was
Mr.
traveling.
Resto.
Oh my God, he's still going for it.
Room with me and the state.
He's still doing it.
We can hear what you're saying, but we're not putting it all out there in case you want to make a different decision. Okay.
Okay. Well, I have no absolute reason to lie, and I really believe
No,
that.
it's not. It's not that,
vindicated.
sir. This is what I would do if you had an attorney who was representing you. Okay. So this is called a pre.
Yeah, but I just honestly believe that when you're just being truthful, there's really no need for attorneys when you're just being honest about your situation.
Okay, and that's fine. All I'm saying.
That's the worst advice you could do. There's no need for attorneys when you're being truthful about a situation. Dude, no. No. Bad. Do not.
Is I'm giving you the opportunity for a pretrial. That's what I would do for anybody, attorney or not. Okay. So, Ms. Baker, is this your case or is this Miss Janvier's case?
I believe this is Ms. Janvier, but I would like to be added to the breakout room.
Okay, no problem. So Ms. Janvier is in breakout room number 5. I'm going to put Mr. Resto in breakout room number 5. And then Ms. Baker, I'll put you in breakout room number 5, and then I'll join. All right, so Mr. Resto, if you'll join, and I'll be in there in a moment. Okay, so Mr. Resto's there. All right, everybody's there. I'm joining.
Do I gotta skip ahead? I guess so. God. Nope. Unfortunately, we can't go. Oh God, what have I done? No! Oh. Oh. We back here?
Right, December 6th. That's the first and second case. And the case.
One case is pending, Mr. Eric Navarrete.
Oh, Mr. Navarrete. Okay, what's the announcement on Mr. Navarrete?
Is going to plead nolo.
Okay, Miss, on which one, 3 or 4?
On 4, and 3
Mr.
will be dismissed.
Navarrete, raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
I'm gonna have to subscribe.
Okay, you can.
I subscribe to Clayton State 304's personal meeting room already, so I'm gonna have to keep tabs on this judge.
Put your hand down, Mr. Navarrete. You're before the court on 2021 CR 04899. Mr. Kamani is representing you. This is loitering or prowling and criminal trespass. You're entering a plea of nolo to criminal trespass. Null pros. Loitering or prowling will be null pros. By entering this plea, you give up the right to have a trial. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt and the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to present testimony and evidence on your behalf, to not incriminate yourself. And if you're not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Factual basis recommendation, please.
Yes, Your Honor. On Wednesday, June 17th, 2020.
I thought I saw him come back.
Fine.
Oh, here we go.
Let's immediately going back and forth and going into breakout rooms because we fish between the parties. He had.
Oh, we didn't. All right. No.
So I continue this case to December 6th.
We don't. All right. So we didn't. No resolution, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll get an update on it. But that's all I really had today. Yeah, it was pretty anticlimactic, so I apologize. Wait, okay, come on. Unclean hands. All right, if it's Carolina and Fort Worth, I feel like I'm obligated to watch it. So, Alex, if you're still watching, I'm sure you'll get a kick out of this. So, shout out to Unclean Hands, because if it's got Carolina Fort Worth in it, I gotta watch it. Oh my God.
Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. I've got an amazing video for you today of a First Amendment auditor actually changing things down in Fort Worth, Texas, or Carolina. I'm not sure if we're from Carolina or Fort Worth, or if we're Carolina, Fort Worth. I don't know which. Anyway, let's watch her fighting for our rights down there, close to home. Show her some love, folks. Here we go.
When's the last time you violated someone's rights?
Really? That's how she starts. That's how she starts the conversation. All right, here we go.
When's the last time you falsified a police report? When's the last time
you need to leave? Quit recording inside the building. You're not permitted to be recording inside.
Oh, yes, I am.
You need to leave.
Not leaving.
All right,
Not for
you're
recording.
Be arrested if you don't.
I'm going to be arrested if I don't. It's not against the law to record
It is.
people.
It's against the law to be in here
No,
recording.
it's not. No, it's not.
Gosh, I can't tell you how much I love the nuh-uh, no it's not defense. That's a great defense here, Carolina. Where you going? Where you going backwards? Oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot to insert my commercial here. This is drastic news, folks. Katie's been off YouTube for 4 months, and I missed her 8 months to go. This is her 8 months back to YouTube special. Check it out.
But musical interlude.
I'll tell you a story about a burglar man that
What the hell?
crept right through the window quietly as a mouse.
What?
Of all the money he'd see, the baby lay, but the things that he would see.
What is happening right now?
About 9 o'clock, an old maid came in. I'm so tired, she said. Think everything would be all right. She'd got to look under the bed. Well, she took out her teeth, her big glass eye, and hair from off her head. Scared that burglar half to death when he peeped out from under the bed. Well, the burglar crawled from under the bed. He was a nervous wreck. She jumped on him like a dog on a bone and grabbed him round the neck. She never screamed or whimpered. She was quiet as a clown. She said, "Oh Lord, I thank you. I got me a man." Well, she pulled a pistol from the drawer and the burglar said, "If you don't marry me, young man, I'll blow off the top of your head." Well, he looked at her teeth and her big glass eye, and he had nowhere to scoot. He looked her in her good eye and said, "For God's sake, lady, shoot."
Okay, I almost lost it from the lyrics. If you don't marry me, I'm going to blow off the top of your head. Burglar took one look at her and her glass eye. And please, lady, for the love of God, shoot.
You know why God made the man? He didn't want no advice on how to do it. That's awful right there.
Terrible.
Toledo, stop! Toledo, stop it! Toledo, please! Stop it! Stop it!
This commercial.
Oh, I forgot that was isn't that soundbite from Chili's mom? I completely forgot that's on the internet somewhere.
Commercial break has been brought to you by my friend Tom Donovan. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate the commercial. And word is that Katie has been spotted in some of Sheep Show's videos in the background. Of course, she can't upload for another 8 months, but she'll be back. You can count on it. She's saving up videos right now for her major comeback in 8 months, if she's still with us. Anyway, yes, she and Sheep Show are a thing now. Anyway, let's finish our other video of Carolina Fort Worth backing all the way out of a building.
In this building, you need to leave.
I'm recording you.
All right, give me your ID right now.
Nope. I have to be committing a crime. Recording is not committing a crime.
You're in this building.
Recording is not.
She's actually running. Oh my God.
Tommy, help me! The big man's chasing me out of the building. Help me! I'm defenseless.
He's actually jogging out.
I'm allowed to film in public. Turner versus driver. You cannot trespass me in public. Yes, I can. Follow me like a puppy. Come on, puppy. Come on, puppy. Come on, puppy. You're not going to lay hands on me. Come on, puppy. Follow me, dog. I'm allowed to record.
You're not allowed in there with a camera.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
Get out.
Kiss my...
Actually running out of the building.
Start here first, folks. First Amendment auditor accomplished something today. They could go backwards running at times, most of the time running away from the officer to get out of the building so they wouldn't get arrested. Because one more arrest just wouldn't work.
Sprint
for
of
Carolina
shame.
Fort Worth. We may not see her for months or years on end if she gets another arrest. Anyway, boy, I sure appreciate her out there fighting for my rights there, going into courthouses and filming and stuff. Thank you, Carolina Fort Worth. You're a gem. You still planning on suing me? I'm still waiting for that lawsuit. I haven't seen it yet.
Wait, she actually threatened to sue Unclean Hands? That's great. All right, that's it. I needed that. Jassa, you made it just in time for me to end the stream. So I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I'm done. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. No stream tomorrow. Gonna be going to the gym. But I'll be back on Wednesday. Hopefully on Wednesday I might have some more information on what's her face on Bonnie's arrest. In the meantime, hope you're doing well. Hope everything's going good. Again, want to thank you guys for being with me. I'll still give you guys updates. I feel like I should expect a notice of how much it's going to cost for the next bit of body cam footage from Chile. If I didn't get it tonight, yeah, if I don't get it tonight, I feel like I should get it either tomorrow or Wednesday at the latest. But thank you guys again. And yeah, you guys have a good night. See you later.
What's going on, everybody?
Who is that cat? Archer. You're just gonna stare at me?